Okay, here's another graphing review problem. Okay, and again we're going to use a reciprocal function, so we're going to graph y equals the cosine of pi x over 2 minus pi over 8 plus 2. So we want to just have an x here, so we've got to factor that pi over 2 out. Pi over 2. We have left x. Take the pi out, and then if I'll take out a 2 out of the 8, I'll leave me with a 4, so minus pi over 4 plus 2. So if I just to check this to make sure it works out. So if I multiply this out, I get pi x over 2. Oops, I took the pi out. Sorry about that. See, that's a good thing. That's why you want to check it. That's just going to be 1/4. Okay, because I divide the pi out. I forgot about that. Took out the pi and the 2. Okay, so it's going to be pi, okay, times x over 2, and then pi, and 2 times 4 is 8. There we go. So that makes sense. All right, so my amplitude is just 1, because there's only 1 in front of there. My period is 2 pi over b. In this case, the b is pi over 2, so I got 2 pi over 2. So if I multiply the top and the bottom by 2, I end up with 4 pi over pi, which is just 4. So my period's 4. I've got a horizontal shift of 1/4 and a vertical shift of 2. So that's what's all going on there. Okay. All right. So again, that's emphasize that you always want to distribute this out to make sure you don't make a mistake like I did up here. Pi 8. Okay. All right, so we're going to graph this first. So my period is going to be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll use this again. 4, 2, 1, 3. And this is -1. This is 0. And I have a shift of 1/4, a horizontal shift of 1/4. So I wish I would have had more increments here so I could subdivide these. So 1/4 is going to be like here, and here, and here, and here, and here. So it's going to go to 4 1/4. So this would be like 1/4, 5/4, 9/4, 12, 13/4, and 16, 17/4. So it's going to go like that in fourths, okay? So instead of going from 0 to 4, it's going to go from 1/4 to 4 1/4, okay? It's going to go like this. I'll put another minus 3/4 here, because I'm going to need another asymptote, I know that. So. But this will be one period. Okay? And vertical shift of 2, so there's my vertical shift line. Okay. And the cosine of 0 is 1. So this will be my 0 right here. So it should be 1. Because my amplitude is just 1. So I'm going to start here, and I start at 1. Actually, that's 1/4. Gotta be careful as I go up, okay? Now we can double check this. If I put 1/4 in here, okay, 1/4 times pi over 8 is times pi over 2 is pi over 8, so that's 0. The cosine of 0 is 1, plus 2 is 3, so there we go, so we're okay. It's got to be over here. Then it goes down to the line at 5/4. And one below the line at 9/4. Back, got 13/4. And then 17/4 back up there. So it's going to look like this, and I'm going to kind of draw this in a little bit. See, it looks kind of like a tongue there, you see? The only thing is that we need at least 3 zeros for asymptotes, and we only got 2, so I'm going to bring it down around this way. That's why I brought this down to this over here. So I can get my asymptote. So those are my 1, 2, 3 asymptotes. Wherever it's on the 0 line, that's an asymptote, okay? So I couldn't find a ruler, but I found this straight edge, so I'll do this. Hopefully I can get this to be straight. So there's one asymptote there. Sorry about that, a little bit off there. There's your asymptote there. Then one over here. So I keep these parallel. I'm going to go reverse this around, so because I'm going off of this line here. There we go, like this. Got that one better. And then one more over here. There we go. So that should be all right. So let's take a look at that. So those are our asymptotes. And then we'll draw our secant. So it's going to hug those asymptotes, come right down here. And then it's going to come down the other way. There you go. And that's what you got. That's kind of not very symmetrical. Sorry about that. There we go. Something like that. Okay. Hope that makes sense. It's kind of hard to get the symmetry because this is off center. Everything's off center, so it looks a little odd. Okay. Should be probably flatter over here, I guess. And something like this over here. Okay. So a bit of work there. These are pretty complicated, but if you can do these, you can probably handle most anything.